Hello, 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 all of my fellow goblins. Welcome back to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3 and our Let's Play with Barnacle and his misfit band of adventurers. Our Dark Urge, Oathbreaker, Paladin, Warlock. Lockadin? Maybe he's a Lockadin. Or is he a Pallylock? I don't know if he's a Pallylock or a Lockadin. Who knows? All right, let's go check it out. Love this cutscene, this loading screen with everybody coming down into the Temple of the Temple of Baal. Whew, it's crazy stuff. All right, let's see. What do we got here? We're in camp. In the last episode, we met Elminster, and he's giving Gale direction of what he needs to do. Supposedly, Gale will need to sacrifice himself to stop the Absolute, and let the thing explode inside of his chest. We also
have to keep going.
Met up with the Drider, the Drow Drider, to take us through the Shadow Dark area or whatever. And doing that, we came across a group of Harpers. Well, we decided to side with the Harpers, and we killed the Drider. And then now we are on our way to the Last Light Inn or something like that. So
there's something I need to say. Something important. Can you spare a moment? First a parasite prods at our heads, then the shadows close in. More than ever, we need each other's trust. And I fear I've been less than honest. You're incredibly kind, but you earned the right to hear this long ago. The man I call father is Older Ravengard, a Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Grand Duke Ravengard, one of Baldur's Gate's most influential and beloved figures. Every Baldurian knows his name.
I should have said sooner, but our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. The inevitable consequence of inseparable events. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Balduran, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters. I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? Then I'll fight ever harder, be ever stronger, till my deeds eclipse my appearance. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizzora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. That has been its tragedy. I've saved so many with the talents of the blade. And without the pact, I'm just a man. What good is my blade then when it's too dull to split monsters? What good is a flame when a mere breath snuffs it out?
All right, Will. You're such a whiner. Why does he still have a talk thing?
Hells! Father's been taken to Moonrise. Shit! That name, Gortash. I know of him. A so-called military advisor to the Baldur's Gate elite. A weapons dealer, in cruder terms. We must rescue Father from Moonrise. He is a powerful man, the most beloved duke in Baldur's Gate. Should the absolute cultists infect him, there's no telling the damage he might do when he's returned to the city.
All right, the Duke. We got it. Everybody else is good? Oh, here we go. Raphael again. Oh no, Mizzora.
Playtime's over, pet.
I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizzora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers, and you're getting him out. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse abeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizzora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
All right.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
A doubtful Will catches his breath, but says nothing, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Let's see. We got +7 there. No. +4. Let's try this one. Oh my god. I don't know if anybody's been really watching the series, but could somebody go back and count the number of failed rolls versus the number of positive
Think
rolls?
again. Clause Z, Section 13. The lemure clause. Could have sworn we covered this. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Oh well, we failed that, so whatever. Roll again.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mizzora set me on fiends inside and outside the hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods, she makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Such an asshole. The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the blood war. Yes. Unless I find a way to free myself from my devil's talons. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
Okay. Karlach? What's
God
Karlach?
damn it! Why did it have to be Mizzora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? Devils never lose. You know that, right? Sure, they'll give you a bit of tap here and there, but the house always wins.
All right. Can we rest now?
Seems simple enough.
It's taken us 15 minutes just to get out of camp. Oh my god, there's still this guy over here. Astarian.
This dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect preying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for. Perfect! I knew you would understand.
All right. Yeah, finally.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing.
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. She needs comfort.
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me. Time works. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental, but we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Hey, girl, I'm working on it. Everybody keeps telling me to go to Moonrise Towers. We're going. We're working on it. Give me a break. Takes forever to get there. Oh, God. And now the dog wants to talk to us.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
All right, Scratch, what did you give us? I don't see anything. Am I blind? Was it a pouch, or maybe we just didn't know? Well, I don't know what the hell the dog just gave us. What are we using over here? I think I like those. Boots. Oh, I like resistant to acid. Let's try those. That could be good. Seems to be a lot of acid lately. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the damn dog gave us. Nothing on the ground, right? All right, well. I didn't really see what it said, but let's go back where we were. We just spent 35 minutes in camp doing nothing.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you.
Jeez.
Now's a good time? It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind.
I've been waiting for her to tell me that our whole life.
I'm sure. I trust you. don't remember how it started, only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shar. It hurts. That's all I remember. Lady Shar. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her, which was often. Perhaps I was. She sent me on this mission after all.